has scored into triple digits. One away at the end of the game. Smith drives to move, but the paint. Oh, and that one rolls off, but there is some of that side.
Best players in the Big Ten last year.
As wnbalivetoday knocks down, but Mitchell had 36 in the field. On the bounce, Boston gets around McCowan, and total rebound in a season record. To Trammell, the head coach for the win.
Around the league, it's the Olympic break.
McCowan easily
Stop the other one. I think this is going at 84 points a game. And
side for Smith on the shot fake and muscles to Howard from the mid-range. Howard can't. Clark frees up Boston. Looking back inside for McCowan.
On the block, she's that.
This is Howard charging. Howard scoops to get that three-point shot going here in time.
I don't know who came up with Caitlin. That's what we're seeing here, and that's why WNBA arenas, and we've been in, everyone is benefiting.
18,000 people in this. The better team here so far, and an early Chalana crossover. She will launch. She scored 20 points. Here, the opportunity is there for Indiana. Goes around Sabally. First, there's on a step back. Buries a three. Sabally straight away. Not, but that time turns it over. Looking. Howard backing in. Smith saves.
Chance of J.C. Sheldon recovering.
Lost on Friday 2C.
He's 3 for 4.
Themselves a couple of times against LA, and a goal's going to have to create. Just hoist it up.
Much. I'd have a big fat smile.
Howard staying aggressive. 2 more. Save it. She'll fire from the corner a little bit and looking at a double-digit deficit. Just carving out space underneath. Pass Wheeler is open and splash.
Playoff experience with the Fever.
Games of experience. That'll be a major. Maddie Segrist checks in, and they have 7 of 9%.
This would switch, and then she knew she'd.
Looking inside. Fag Bentley, deep position.
Timmy Fag Bentley.
Until Wednesday, their last 2 games for Indiana. Fag
Post off the bench. She brings some. She understands.
Popping it in. McCowan just
scoring like that.
3 and 100 to 90. Effort here in the second quarter is Sabally off. Sabally. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down.
Set for.
It's Clay. Agumbawale from way out.
Chasing over the top, pinned down.
Clark from the logo. The Clark deep threes. And
I guess they're not going to look at it. She's broken. You could say the same thing.
And Sabally with a step. So Satu Sabally is 7 to a quarterfinal appearance here for the end of the season.
Eyes away from the bucket to Caitlin.
A time. McCowan, Kalani Brown circling her way through, finds an opening, and Bacon. Clark beat the pack back. Clark fire away.
Amazing to watch.
You see there. By the way, inside Clark. Mitchell buries it from 50% from 3. Sheldon launches.
Watching the Buckeyes.
Shot fakes the 3. Extra pass to Boston. Big and Boston by at least 5 points in all 6 games.
Because you try to get ball pressure on 6-7.
Had a terrific start. So too is Mid. Howard shot fakes the 3 with the and McCowan. Not a whole lot of time to work on schedule, but especially Dallas as McCowan. Mitchell sidesteps Agumbawale, and here's still over 3 minutes to go. Dug themselves out of that hole, something they've done. Spin, shot won't fall. Smith there.
Can make a post move on everyone in this league.
For Dallas, Indiana had gone up 5.
Down. Their post up.
The other end, Sabally launches, and Clark at Howard. Ooh, or she would be suspended for Thursday. Teammates know this right now. Wheeler, Boston.
After the play.
Tinelli, I'm Pat Boylan. Kalani Brown, deep 2. The answer gets to the foul line. And speaking of shifty, Agumba. Step back. Can't knock down. He had a
one-on-one by herself.
Sabally into it.
I told you before the game, Pat, I thought the score would be.
You want to change the keys to first to 120?
Time around our game for decades.
Well, Caitlin Clark has action as Sheldon finds some space and trying to regain that lead. It's Mitchell on a
between her and the basket. Forget about it.
Clark has hit her more. Off. Mitchell a deep two here, and Howard spinning around her. Smith got a peek. Howard turning that left hand.
Second half.
It's the fever shaking off Sheldon. Hits it. Sabally and Howard has combined for 30. Sabally over Hull.
In the pregame.
Mitch.
She's got 4 triples, which
Indiana workers going to work feature and just trying to keep up with it all. Clark working up back out for Mitchell. Pitch it to Smith, who just gets rid of it. It's like that, they don't show up on the stat sheet here. Boston, spinning player into double figures. Sabally, different. Wnbalivetoday hits. That was 4,000. Smith on the shot fake, just bullies her way.
Congratulations to Arika.
Get go and just lit up the score. Have hit this roster be in the lottery. And here's Satu Sabally. Free of Dallas. For Mitchell. You bet. 5. Howard crashing into Smith. 78-74. We are base. And Howard wrap.
Triple-double.
13. Mitchell steps into a deep fever. That shot did not hit. Uzun, corner 3, knocks it. Clark on the drive. Sabally gives help. Driving by Sabally. Mitchell right to the cup.
Get her opportunity.
Clark. But Clark with 3. Final score, a third. Segrist, she'll take it in, flip it up. So that final month before the break. More than 5 since the 5-minute way. Goes behind the back and driving, pulling up.
And very animated over there on the sideline.
And pulls in. Howard, difficult look.
But it feels like she's been on the glass.
Forced a turnover a moment ago. Puts in for Fever Flash at Fever Basket. Today could do that. Sheldon finds some.
They gave up a lot of offense.
His marked improvement. But for Dallas gets back, and then a very.
She's an airborne shooter at the base.
In fact, she did hit the ball, but got 6.5 on the game clock. This game was.
Wanted to have a little conversation real quick.
Maybe one wide open, hits a throw. Found, didn't have position, and then Temi Fag-Bentley. Hello, McCowan, deep position and laying in. That's an offensive foul. Is on the floor as we start the 4th here. Wnbalivetoday on the drive, draws the foul. Dallas in front for the.
And that's Arika Wnbalivetoday.
Their best perimeter defender, even as a Sevgi Uzun. Clark launches.
Now she missed at the end of the.
Underneath. This will be difficult over McCowan and can't. Just 5 points in the 4th quarter. Bentley, who recovered nicely. Howard flips it, hangs and finishes. Pulls up, feeds Hull. Pull back. Clark shaking Howard. Clark feels significant right now. Can the
mistakes, no wrist, do it.
Just a couple of times.
Kelsey Mitchell still
down to 5. That's a deep 2, and Wheeler. That pass, Sabally off balance, really difficult. Clark launches, hits it. Wnbalivetoday will too. Her flow just 2 shy of her career. Clark, yes.
Pat, and I said to you, close.
There's 30.
And how much fun they're having.
A team with a lot of firepower, and Clark rises.
Trying to
gets free underneath, banks it in.
It's all happening.
Boston, the step through and couldn't.
What I would call another
handoff Sheldon into Dantis, tough give and chase. Howard puts on the brakes through a chance to put Indiana up. Mitchell catch and shoot, buries it. Spinning inside with the step through.
Lexi Hull.
Dantis corner 3, knocks it to the assist. Wnbalivetoday can't. Pass, here is Dantis. The franchise record. Stopper 2 as Howard ducks in and finishes. Lexi Hull, and it's a foul.
Bucket for.
Seen in this game here lately. Dallas was floor, spinning into Clark. Can't hear the whistle here, and so you can't tip for Clark. 30 for Boston. Can make a sub. 3 rebound Howard. Even if Dallas wins the tip. Shot up, and that's going to end it as a Cooper. Trying to get it in. Does to Boston. They'll. Boston. And she down Sabally. Did she get it off in time?
60 guards. That's what I've experienced.
Underway here. And here's Satu Sabali. He still has not been able to shake free of Dallas. It back for Boston. Boston back for Mitchell. Eubanks, fifth three. She's got 25. Howard crashing into Smith. The final here in this building was 78-74. We are based. And Howard wrapped.
Put her on TD watch, baby. Triple-double. One with blocks.
13 fading into the corner, up top for Mitchell. Steps into a tee. Didn't realize, and neither did the Fever, that shot did not hit. Uzun, corner three, knocks it. Clark going behind the back. Clark on the drive, solidly gives help. Mitchell driving by Sabali. Mitchell right to the
years she's been in this franchise to finally get her opportunity. Mitchell.
Uzun trying to frustrate Clark. Oh, but Clark with three. Not a final score, a third. Uzun driving, kicking out. Segrist, she'll take it in, flip it up and
back.
So that final month before the break. No team has led by more than 5 since the 5-minute. Clark just forcing her way, goes behind the back, and Benley cross court. Lexi Hull driving, pulling up.
Possibly get. She's not one very animated over there on the sideline.
78% free throw shooter. And pulls in.
To work when you can't.
Line recently. Howard, difficult look.
She's got recorded for 3 rebounds, but it feels like she's been on the glass.
2 assists. Forced a turnover a moment ago. Tickets go on sale by signing up for Fever Flash at Fever Basket. They've still got to lock down their playoff position. Today could do that. Sheldon finds some.
1 shot. They gave up a lot of off.
Just 2 here in the third quarter, so that is marked improvement. Here's Clark trying to push the pace. Nobody for Dallas gets back, and then a very
impact on the head. She's an airborne shooter. At this race to space.
That Brown was trying to hit the ball. In fact, she did hit the ball, but got.
Yeah.
They have put 36.5 on the game clock here for Indiana. This game was.
Said hello to her yet in the game. She just wanted to have a little conversation real quick.
Silver lining for Indiana. Maybe one. Agumbawale wide open. Hits a 3 minutes here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And came down with the offensive rebound. Didn't have position. And then eventually really big sequence there from Temi Fagbenle. High-low McCowan. Deep position and late. Fagbenle backing in. That's an offensive foul. All 5 starters on the floor as we start the 4th here from Bawale. Hold there to backtrack. Agumbawale on the drive draws the foul. And Agumbawale can put Dallas in front for the.
Well, winning time is coming, and that's Arike Agumbawale.
Big foul. Probably their best perimeter defender, even as a for another rookie in Sevgi Uzun. Sees for years now. Clark launches. Oh, as
she's a closer. Now she missed at the end of the.
No look. Fagbenle lost the handle underneath. The 5, Wheeler inside. Fagbenle. This will be difficult over McCowan and from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Just 5 points in the 4th quarter. Howard spun by Fagbenle, who recovered nicely. Howard flips it. Clark hangs and finishes. Clark with a 2-on-1, pulls up, feeds Hull. Pull back the shot clock down to 10. Clark shaking Howard. Clark gets anything more than 1 possession feels significant right now. Can the feast
to be sharp, crisp, no mistakes, no risks. Do it.
They get it into McCowan. Just staying aggressive. She's gone to that right block a couple of times.
Kelsey Mitchell still.
Here's Wheeler. Shot clock down to 5. That's a deep 2, and Wheeler. Anybody. Sabali there to take that pass. Sabali off balance. Really Clark off the screen. Clark launches. Hits situations. Wale will too. Her float. And she is now just too shy of her career.
Into a ball screen.
Clark. Yes!
Pre-game press conference, Pat, and I said to you, she's going to be close.
There's 30.
The system with her teammates and how much fun they're having.
4 minutes left to play. This is a Dallas team with a lot of firepower, and Agumbo. Clark rises.
Playing downhill, looking for space. Trying to
give Wheeler not in foul trouble, but Wale gets free underneath, banks it in.
Life to go up. You wanted more money. It's all happening. The W has ever seen.
Boston, oh, the step through and couldn't. 100 just wouldn't fall.
And that's what I would call another assist.
McCowan, handoff Sheldon into Dantis. Toughies got it ahead to Howard. Whole give and chase. Howard puts on the brakes. Boston with a beautiful step through. A chance to put Indiana up 6. This fever advantage. Mitchell, catch and shoot. Buries it. Fakes the three. Sabally spinning inside with the step through.
From the rim, it is a tough check for Lexi Hull.
Sheldon hits the deck, no whistle either way. Dantis corner three, knocks it. That's her 8th assist. Wale can't. Back, Clark into the corner, whole extra pass. Here is Dantis. Fever that Dantis just hit ties the franchise record. And a little breathing room, but they still need a stopper too as Howard ducks in and finishes. She's off to the races. Here comes Lexi Hull, and it's a foul.
Bucket for
the violent swings that we have seen in this game here lately. Dallas was for again. Here comes Howard running the floor, spinning into Clark. Well, you said it. You can't hear the whistle here, and so you can't. Possession game. 34 for Clark, 30 for Boston. No huddles. Can make a sub. Sheldon, quick trigger, misses on a 3, rebound Howard. It's Boston and McCowan, and now even if Dallas wins the tip, Hull draped all over, couldn't get a shot up, and that's going to end it as a
Mitchell and Clark for the Fever.
Had Clark there for a moment, trying to get it in, does to Boston. They'll Boston. But Boston can ice it here. And she did. There's some parallels there. Inbound Sabally. Did she get it off in time?
Clark and Mitchell, 60. You got to have guards. Happiness, but that's what I've experienced all